Now, the age of many of the most powerful politicians in the country has become a major concern over the past several months, given what we've seen, especially last week. Two scary scenes playing out on Capitol Hill with Dianne Feinstein and Mitch McConnell, both senators, one a Republican, one a Democrat. Joining us now for more is professor at Johns Hopkins School of Medicine and retired neurosurgeon, former presidential candidate Ben Carson. Great to have you back on, sir. Good to see you this morning. I want to set this up first with what happened with Mitch McConnell. Routine press conference on Capitol Hill. This is what happened. Take a look.
This week has been good bipartisan cooperation and a string of
Wait a minute.
Are you good, Mitch?
Okay, Mitch. Anything else you want to say, or should we just go back to your press? Do you want to say anything else to the press?
I mean, wow, really uncomfortable to watch that play out. And then the next day, Dianne Feinstein, senator from California, simple vote, by the way. She's been in Congress for a long, long time. Had a real tough time just saying aye. Take a look.
Senator Feinstein.
Say aye.
Pardon me?
Aye.
Yeah.
Just say
I would like to support a yes vote on this. It provides $823 billion. That's an increase of $26 billion for the Department of Defense. And it funds priorities submitted.
Yeah, just say aye.
Okay, just
Great,
aye.
I mean, you feel bad, but then on the other side of it, these people are in charge of making very important decisions that affect all of us, and that's what we're dealing with. Can you take us through, from a medical perspective, what you think is going on here?
Well, Rob, you know, our founders were very wise people. The things they put together and anticipated, but what they did not anticipate is that people would want to stay in these offices for extended periods of time. They didn't realize that people would not be able to give up power. It's problematic because as people age, they deteriorate, both mentally and physically. But not everybody's in the same basket. Some 95 years old are sharp as a tack, and others have very significantly declined. And what we need to do, since people are not going to voluntarily give up these offices, is we need to start thinking about how can we protect ourselves as a society. And it's pretty simple. In the annual physical examination, make sure you include a mental status exam. They're very easy to give, and they show you some insight into the cognitive function of these individuals. It's important that they have good cognitive function. It's also important that we begin to encourage younger people to get involved. That's why we started the Executive Branch for America at American Cornerstone.
Yeah.
So that young people could get in there, be prepared. It's free of charge. And we have to be active. We can't just complain about these issues.
You know, you bring up the founders, Dr. Carson, and I love the way you put that so eloquently. They drew up the Constitution with that purpose in mind. Go to the private sector and then serve your country and then go back to the private sector. I don't think they planned on having people like Joe Biden. I mean, when he was first elected to the Senate, Richard Nixon was president. That's how long he's been in Washington. Long time. He's 80. Dianne Feinstein's 90. Mitch McConnell's 81. It's not a chronological age thing, to your point, because you look at Chuck Grassley, who's 89, and he's got all his marbles and he's still doing push-ups. Nikki Haley, who's running for president, thinks that you're onto something here. Basically, after the age of 75, there should be cognitive tests. Do you think that, so are you in favor of that or something like term limits? Because that's something we hear a lot about kicked around on Capitol Hill, too.
I'm in favor of both of them.
Oh, really?
But you know, the cognitive testing is so easy. There are like 30 questions in a mini mental examination, asking people to count down, for instance, from 100 by sevens, giving them 3 objects, and then asking them a few minutes later what were those 3 objects. I mean, these are not you know, Einstein type tests.
Right.
These are just to make sure that your cognitive functions are adequate. And there's a reason that the current administration will not do that.
Just a couple quick ones because we're very tight on time. When should the cognitive exam, at what age should that start?
Well, I think that's subject to some investigation and data, but certainly by the age of 70.
Okay, and then
you should be doing that.
term limits for the Senate, how many terms?
Well, I would have one long term. I would maybe lengthen the term and say people could be recalled every 2 years, but they can't run again. And that way you don't have all these things impinging upon their decision.
Interesting. Okay, and then the House, something similar?
Same kind of thing, because they spend half of their time raising money and fundraising.
They
for
spend all their
re-election.
time. 2-year term, they're always fundraising. The election day, they're fundraising. Great to see you, Dr. Carson. Appreciate you coming on with us again. Thank you.
Thank you, Rob.